Well, Olivia Thompson is with NIRO, that's the Nuclear Innovation and Research Office, who was on the panel earlier today. Thank you very much for that, and thank you for joining me again now. How would you then describe the current state of the UK's nuclear sector?
So I think we're in a really exciting time for nuclear. We've got lots of new projects on the horizon, and we've got a huge array of opportunities that are presenting themselves. So I think it's a really exciting time for the nuclear sector in the UK.
I asked you this earlier, I'm going to put it to you again. Are you enthusiastic or apprehensive about the future? And you can be somewhere in between.
Yeah, so I am really enthusiastic. I sort of recognise there's a lot of challenges still to enable new technology into the UK and to deliver the commitments to energy security, to net zero. But I think we've got a fantastic array of people in the sector that are really up for the challenge. So I'm really optimistic.
Is there progress being made sort of step by step all the time in terms of nuclear's growth and its reach, or is it kind of more of a few steps forward and a few steps back?
Yeah, so I think there is progress being made continuously. Sometimes that's not always at the forefront of people's minds or necessarily in the public domain. But I think, we've had a thriving sector historically, and we're on this renaissance again now. So there is a lot of work being done, and there's a lot of new organisations that are joining the sector. So lots of supply chain organisations that perhaps haven't worked in nuclear in the past, and now beginning to see the nuclear sector as a great opportunity.
And what kind of impact then is that having on the public perception of nuclear in the sector?
So I think public perception is really changing. So there's an international report into public perception, and the UK had one of the greatest increases, about 16% increase in public support for nuclear. There's obviously somewhere to go. There's some challenges that are still, in the public domain. There's some myths that perhaps still need to be busted. But I think there's lots of changes happening too, and really excited to see things like changes in the national curriculum so that children are learning more about nuclear energy, about the positive impacts that energy security is having. And I think there's a general sort of awakening really amongst the general public about the sort of challenges that come with the climate change agenda and what role nuclear can play in achieving that net zero target.
Well, we're very grateful that you took the time to join us on the panel earlier, but also to speak to me here. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.